Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name's Jolien, and today I have internet. Yes, the internet is back. We've also got Sunday preview for you. It's the 15th of October, 2023. And without further ado, let's just get into it. It's been a little while since we visited the gang wars that ripple through the hive cities and ash wastes of Necromunda, but matters have only worsened with time. The succession crisis that left Lord Helmore mortally injured and trapped in stasis has become the planet-racking civil war, and the gangs are all still going at it hammer and tongs. Well, that is always a bad thing. But we've got the Necromunda, the Aranthian Succession, Ruins of Jardlan. Things are not going well for the Imperial House. Hera Helmore has claimed the throne, but her planet is in flames, and Lady Credo's revolution is gathering momentum. The Zostium Aranthus has awoken, but to what end? Ooh. The concluding volume of the Aranthian Succession is unmissable for every Necromunda fan. It has 45 pages of incredible background lore, developing the setting, changing storyline, and introducing new characters such as Asungar, also known as the Lady of Ash, Orin Grimjarl, the last Charter Lord of Jardlan, and his brother Ursun Grimjarl, the Jardlan Nomad Hunter, as well as Silberan Savros, the Infotech. I've just butchered so many names right there. We've got a whole bunch of people coming. It's going to be a good time, maybe, for someone. Then there's a part 3 of the Succession campaign entitled The Fall of Helmore, which follows the forces of Azostium and the Prophet of Redemption as they hound Lady Hera and her loyal enforcers. Gangs battle for the control of key waypoints throughout the Ash Waste to ambush the fleeing Helmore or aid her escape. On top of that, there are additional rules for Vansar enforcers and Ironhead squat prospectors, including new vehicles for each. Ooh, new vehicles. Hello. This volume will be available in hardback and as an EPUB. Well, I hate it when they bring out books. I utterly hate it. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. I love books. So, in fact, I think I might be missing one of the recent Necromunda books. I got to double check. But curses. What is this? Normally about £35, something like that. Obviously, come back or check this video on Monday. I don't know when it'll go live because it's really late that this will be going up. I will post the prices as soon as I'm able to on Monday of the sort of recommended price. Maybe check out stuff like Element Games using my affiliate link if you want to sort of help the channel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. And we can move down to these guys. The Vansar Ash Waste archni-rig. Have a look at that. Oh, right then. Okay. This... That's pretty neat. Okay. So they got like weird jumpy dreadnoughts. A wasteland variant of the Vansar archni-rig. The Ash Waste archni-rig combines high-speed brutality with an array of deadly weapons. It's fitted with jump boosters to effortlessly traverse Necromunda's rad-soaked plains, and packs a myriad of weapons ranging from destructive plasma guns that melt through infantry or harpoon launchers to better snag loot in the Ash Wastes, meaning it's prepared for any foe. Well, it's I assume this is Forge World. I could be really wrong. I guess we'll find out if it's Forge World or not. We've also got the Vansar Gang Tactics card pack and Vansar Vehicle Gang Tactics pack. This pair of card packs allow you to command your House Vansar gangers in the heat of battle. The Gang Tactics pack is a reprint of the second Vansar Tactics card pack, and includes 26 cards with additional tactics and abilities, as well as blank cards you can use to record important statistics. The Vehicle Tactics pack features 26 new cards, including blank vehicle cards, and allows your gangs to utilize various vehicles for use in the Underhive and Ash Wastes. It's at this point that I'm considering getting a text-to-voice reader to do these videos, because I'm just stumbling over words left, right, and centre today. And I also see we got Underhive graffiti transfer sheet. Is this a reprint of the previous one? I don't think it is. However, add some gritty realism to your Necromunda terrain collection with this sheet of 292 water slide transfers, including hazard stripes, graffiti icons for each of the house gangs, enforcer tags, as well as industrial signage, sector codes, motivational slogans, arrows, hazard warnings, voltage symbols, and a host of other decals to personalize your collection. I think this is actually a different transfer sheet. I missed out on the last one, unfortunately. And I regret that, so I'm going to do my best to not regret missing out on this one. As we scroll down to the mind-locked, weird, and cephalopod sectors. Cast in Forge World resin. Mind-locked weirds are unsanctioned psychers who have been broken to the will of the Psi Syndicate and its shadowy allies. House Delac are particularly favored partners of the psychic cartel and employ mind-locked weirds alongside their engineered creations, such as the cephalopod scepters, cybernetic watchdogs built around fragment brains cloned from their bonded master. Oh, okay, now I'm having a look at them. They look a bit... They reminded me of something... what would it be? That Necron thing. I don't know why. That one has like a sort of extra little robot floating around it. I don't know why I'm having that impression, but that was my first thought. Okay then. Well, that's some sweet new stuff for Necromunda, which is always a good thing in my humble opinion. More things are always good. We got a Vansar Ash Waste upgrades. I pressed the wrong button. There it is. Get your high-tech House Vansar members with all the gear needed to slightly improve their chances in the Ash Waste of Necromunda. This Forge World resin upgrade kit contains 30 components, such as backpacks, heads, and flasks to make your gangers more in theme and appropriately dressed when fighting in the Ash Wastes. I'm not so bothered about the backpacks and stuff like that. What I do like are those heads. Like, I really like some... I don't know if the mouse is going to appear on the screen, to be honest. I can't remember if I had mouse capture on. But these ones up here... In fact, this one as well. All of the top row I like. This geezer here as well. I imagine those would swap quite nicely into Imperial Guard, which I now hate thinking about because they look pretty sweet. Curses. Okay, let's scroll down. Oh, hello. Elsewhere in the 41st millennium, we got another tranche of made-to-order models. This time, prominently featuring the Space Wolves and the forces of the Inquisition. As always, these are available for a limited period, between 10 a.m. local time on Saturday the 21st of October until 8 a.m. GMT on Monday the 30th of October. They can take up to 180 days to arrive, and here's who's coming. I have this Rune Priest geezer somewhere, probably half painted, and yeah. I always like this one here, the guy with the axe and the rather nasty-looking banner. Although now I'm looking at it properly, slightly older eyes, I can realise it's just the back of... it's just a wolf pelt, but you're only seeing the skin side of it with all the fur on the other side. I just thought it was just like human flayed flesh with a wolf head on top for some weird reason. And then, is this Lukas the Trickster? One of the finest miniatures of all time. Have a look at... let's have a look. So there we go, there's a slightly better view. I think that's Lukas the Trickster. Rune Priest, some battle person with a standard. And we have... Who else do we have? We've got some Inquisitorial agents. We've got a geezer in armor. Is that specifically a Grey Knight? Is this a Captain Artemis? I have the 54mm version of him, which is already cool. I just need to locate him. And then we also have some servitors. This was one of the very first models. Did I get both? Were these? You could buy these in sets of 2, I believe. In which case, I had this geezer here, bottom, and also this one here. I think I had Pincer Arm. I definitely had whatever this is. That one. No idea what's happened to him. Maybe I'll find him in the future. Anyway, if you want him, got limited time to get it. But, so in order, that's a Grey Hunter with Wolf Standard, Lukas the Trickster, and Rune Priest in Terminator armor, all in resin. Ugh. Then there's a Grey Knight. I like the way they added that. Then there's a Grey Knight's brother, Captain Stern in resin. Oh, crikey. Deathwatch Captain Artemis in plastic. An Inquisitorial Warrior Acolyte in metal. And 2 pairs of resin servitors. Servitors with plasma cannon and servitor with multi-melter. Well, there we go. I don't know how they work in the new 10th edition, but maybe they're good. Let me know in the comments, though. And we have the Traitor Champion Consul. Even the traitorous dogs of the 31st millennium still have their pride. Do they really? And the Traitor Champion Consuls are chosen from the best blades in their ranks. This ferocious duelist is made of Forge World resin and wears augmented Mark III Artificer armor. He wields a Paragon blade and a Volkite Serpenta and has a choice of 2 heads, helmed or bare. He can be used by any of the Traitor Legions as a close combat character killer. Okay, so fancy Mark III armor. He's got those sweet shoulder pads. He's got the backpack, got all the stuff. Yeah, he's pretty snazzy. Oh dear, I do get tempted by the Sons of Horus every so often. It's only based on that sort of green armor that they have. I don't think there's anything else about the Sons of Horus that particularly speaks to me, but the color of their armor alone. And I did do a video on painting it, and I'll hopefully link that top right of the screen. I was really happy with how it turned out, so I'm kind of tempted just to paint a few more in that shade of delicious green. We had some Black Library stuff. I wonder what it is. Oh, hello. The End and the Death, Volume 2. The latest chapter of arguably the most epic story in Warhammer history is finally nearly here. The End and the Death by Dan Abnett is a tour de force, answering almost as many questions as it poses, and culminating in a definitive version of a duel that's lingered in the background for real-time decades. Okay, Volume 2. Okay, it's almost here. Almost ended. The volume has been released as a numbered special edition, strictly limited to 2,500 copies, and as a regular hardback, an ebook, and an MP3. Special edition has full-color art pages, a leather effect cover, a ribbon bookmark, and an author's signature. So what's it all about? With terror besieged and humanity's salvation on the knife edge, Sanguinius, Primarch of the Loyalist Blood Angels, braves the horrors of the War Master's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit, with a single purpose in mind: to slay his brother Horus, decapitate the heresy once and for all, and stop the forces of chaos from taking terror. And now we've got word bearers. The Omnibus. Okay, I love an omnibus, as you may or may not know. The word bearers have struck fear into the hearts of the enemies for many a dark millennium. Long since having succumbed to the power of chaos, their rampages across the stars and terrible deeds in the service of dark gods have raged for 10,000 blood-soaked years. Well, collected for the first time in one volume, this trilogy of explosive tales by Anthony Reynolds follows the traitorous sons of Lorgar as they plunge into war zones and blistering space battles, facing destruction from all fronts as they enslave the Imperial planet Archni-rig, decipher an ancient Necron artifact, and take on all manner of alien forces in their quest to tear down the Imperium of Man. Amazing. Okay, that's fantastic stuff. I'm getting this. I see Omnibus, I buy it, generally. Curse them. I've got Dead Men Walking in MP3. When the Necrons arise, a mining planet descends into a cauldron of war. The remorseless foes decimate the human defenders, but salvation comes in an unlikely form. The death caller of Krieg, a force as unfeeling as the Necrons themselves. As 2 callous armies go to war, casualties are high and the magnitude of the destruction is unimaginable. It's classic by Steve. Lions comes to MP3 audiobook. And we got Forges of Mars and Catachan Devil in French. 2 more titles comes to French language in paperback. Forges of Mars by Graham McNeil contains a full trilogy following an Adeptus Mechanicus explorator fleet on a crusade for lost knowledge, plus an additional short story, while Catachan Devil by Justin Woolley covers the exploits of a hard-bitten Catachan regiment tasked with purging a planet of orcs, while saddled with the barely trained last survivor of another regiment. Not read that one. But also, my French reading is horrific, so I think I'll probably buy that in English. And then we got Carskin in German, Enjoy that pronunciation. I know it's incorrect, but I like saying Karskin. When the treacherous Tau Empire bring down a Valkyrie transporting an Astra Militarum general, Captain Barath, Abay Sekara, and his squad are tasked with recovering their superior. What the general knows could break the war effort and cause the planet to fall under vile Xenos control. Ederaldo Albert's novel comes to German paperback for the first time. Excellent, as long as they keep on doing that. But the Warhammer Plus stuff, which we don't really look at on this channel, we barely have time to do anything. So, all the Necromunda stuff, we've got a bit of Horus Heresy. The End of the Death is coming up as well. It's all fantastic stuff. Out of interest, we've got, what else do we have? I don't know. I did order one of those Space Marine Battle Legion things with the Mark III armor and the Deradeo Dreadnought. I couldn't resist. I couldn't help it. But did anyone else order any of that stuff? Are we hyped for the Necromunda? What's going on? Tell me what you're up to. I do apologize. This video is going to be up awfully late because no internet. Hopefully next week it's going to appear very, very quickly though. It looks like I'm moving into the new house beginning of December. Hopefully we'll have internet up relatively soon and I'll be able to, these will not be videos. As soon as I'm able, these will in fact be a Sunday night stream. It's only going to be for about an hour from 5:45 my time, UK time, to around about 6:45. So it'll give us enough time to sort of have a little chat, scroll through it all, and talk about it. And then I can get on and basically have an evening off for once, which is going to be fun, which I'm really looking forward to. So these will become live streams. So do prepare yourself. I've got to prepare the computer for live streams as well, which is going to be fun. That's all I got to say. Make sure that you've liked, subscribed, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss those future videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.